Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we have the old school Bowen Designs Bucky as Captain America. Okay, so as usual, before we proceed, let's go back to the beginning and do a semi unboxing, and then we'll do some quick assembly, and then we'll proceed. Okay, so stay tuned. So after opening the box, it's a very small box as expected of a 1/6 scale. So you have Bucky underneath, and then of course you have the base. Okay, and then you have one right hand clenching fist, and then the other one's got the gun. And then of course you see this just to protect the chrome plating, and that is chrome painted. Okay, so when you watch the when you read the comic books, that part they draw it shiny. So that's what Bowen Designs have done, is to make it shiny. Okay, so let's look at the box. The color box just tells you, it's Bucky as Captain America, sculpted by Randy Bowen, the man himself. And then there's not much up there. And over here it's the same, so it tells you, some stuff. Oh, look, 70 years of Marvel. And this is the modern version. I guess it's been, 5-6 years since the Winter Soldier storyline. Okay, so let's assemble the statue and then see what it looks like. Okay, so we'll start off with the base. It's nice, it's got some info. ES of 800, and then the top, instead of being just a regular black base, it's got a nice touch. It's got the American eagle and everything, so it looks like it's a square peg. So we're gonna get Bucky out, and then we'll see if it actually fits on there. You always get one of these, when it's cold or hot temperature. Sometimes the peg don't fit, but because it's a one pegger, it should be okay. Okay, before I insert Bucky, let's have a closer look. So much like the comic books, that's supposed to represent leather all around. And then this part is shiny, as you can see, and it is chrome painted. It's nice. It hasn't flaked yet, so it's been in my cool basement. So that's actually, I think it helps with it. Okay. So we're going to try to insert this one pegger into the base. Voila! Not bad, right? And then let me see. You have a choice of two right hands. This is the regular, just a holding fist, as you can see. And then of course Bucky, not being Captain America, he does use firearms quite a lot. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is let's do the regular fist. So it's real easy, magnet just like everything else. And then let's have a closer look. So we'll do a little zoom in. As you can see, it's not bad, right? I believe this sculpt is based off the regular Captain America sculpt, and then Randy just went and changed the upper torso a little bit. Okay. So it's really nice. It's very compact. It's just over 12 inches. So you can display it in your cabinet, on your desk. It's nice, once in a while to get a 1/6 scale instead of those humongous quarter scale, especially with XM. But I do love them for their details. Okay, so let's switch this out, and then we'll throw in the hand with the gun. And that's about it. Okay, so let me take it back, give you a 360, and then we will, go to the final scorecard. Okay. Okay, it's 360 time with the clenched fist. Okay, so we'll go this way. It's really nice, like I said, it's very compact. It's around 12-13 inches high, and you can put this on your desk. Unlike some of the quarter scales now, where it just takes up massive space. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll swap this one out. it's just magnet. So put this one in, and we'll go this way. So you have your choice of, whichever hand, right hand you want to display with. I sort of like that one. It's very reminiscent of Bucky. Okay, so let's go to the scorecard and we'll have a look at a closer look. Okay, so our first category that we have is sculpting. As you can see, this thing is nicely done. I love the attention to details. I mean, this is only 1/6 scale. This is as detailed as you're gonna get. Okay, let me give you a close look at the face. Of course, it's not gonna be as nice as the quarter scale or even the 1/3 scale, but this is good enough. And this was hand sculpted, so it's none of that digital stuff. Digital I think is a lot easier to change. Okay, so and then I love the way the shield is shiny. Well, we'll go to the paint on that. And then if you can see right there, behind the shield, I don't know, let me see, let me get some sunlight into here. As you can see, there is his knife, and then you can have some details back there, okay? And then of course this is all covered up, so it can work like, you can see there's no gun here, or is there? When you switch out the hand, so it works both ways, and then just to show you the back. Okay, still very nicely detailed. Not as good as the quarter scale, but okay. So scope wise, I would have to give this a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I am not giving this a perfect scope is because this is based off the Captain America scope that Randy does, and it's the same type of scope. Okay, I think it's a little bit too muscular for Bucky. Bucky's a smaller character than Captain America, so this is based off the Randy's original Captain America piece. So less musculature would be nicer, but other than that, I don't have an issue with it. Okay, so our next category is fit and finish. That means the paint apps, and if there's any mixed media, does it fit? And this thing just came out nicely. I did not find any paint flaw on this. Now if you really wanted to, I'm sure you can find something, but being mostly a black outfit with some blue and white, and of course red, there isn't a lot that can go wrong, and there's no flaking or anything with the chroming on this one. Okay, so fit and finish, I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. I didn't find anything wrong with it, and I'm sure if you try, you can always find something in any of the paint app. Okay. Alright, so our next category is source material. That just means that whatever character does it look like the more source material that it was based on. So when you're looking at Bucky as Captain America, it looks like it's just right out of the comic books, okay? Even down to the shiny, red, blue, and white part of the outfit. So for source material wise, I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. There's no disputing. This is Bucky as Captain America. Okay, so our next category is going to be art direction. As you can see, there isn't much. It's just a museum type pose where the character is standing there. So it could work because if you have like a team of, I guess, Avengers or whatever, right? A bunch of action poses is kind of awkward. So some people prefer museum so they can have their teams lined up. So that's fine. I prefer action over museum poses. So with this one, I guess it's apt for this character because it's Captain America. It can work like, Superman or something, where the character can be majestic and standing like this, posing with his gun hand can work. So art direction wise, I'm not crazy about it. I would rather have Bucky, punching something like the action Captain America. So I would give this art direction maybe a 7 out of 10. It works for the character, but it's kind of boring. After seeing the XM stuff, I think every other company is going to be boring, especially when you do museum. Okay, so our final category is accessories. That means, if there are any switch outs and the base. For most of the Bowen designs, unless you're looking at like the spinning hammer Thor or something, the score is going to suffer, okay? Because there isn't many accessories other than the switch out. And that's because the 1/6 scale is just not known for accessories, okay? And the base is just very basic, okay? Nothing there. At least they threw this graphics in, okay? So I would have to give accessories wise like a 6 out of 10. Not much in the base wise, but it's a nice touch with this switch out. So it hurts it, but it's 1/6 scale, so there's a lot you can do. Okay, so for our final score, I would give this a solid, not an average, a solid 8 out of 10. The sculpt is nice. The source material is dead on, and the paint is really nice. But it lacks a lot of, the switch outs and, the base, the art direction. It's just a museum piece standing still, but it works very well for this character. And if you enjoy the Winter Soldier storyline, where, they brought Bucky back from the supposed dead, it's a really good one, okay? Sorry about that, guys. It's been really cold for the last 2 weeks or so and going into the next week. So my HVAC has been kicking in like every 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm going to try to wrap it up before it kicks in again. Okay, so as I was saying, Winter Soldier storyline, it's really nice how I think the writer is Ed Brubaker, how he made it so that, Bucky should be like, 80, right? But how he survived like 60 years. And I won't give up the story. If you're interested, you can actually go ahead and read up on it, and I think you'll be impressed. That's one of my favorite Marvel stories, and they've done a really good job. So I highly recommend picking up the Captain America Winter Soldier storyline. Okay. So overall, I'd highly recommend this. There's only like 800 of them. So, go ahead and pick them up, maybe on the Bay or something. I don't think the retailers have them anymore. But it's one of these statues that you should have. One of the best Captain America storylines, or, in comic books, not just Captain America related. Okay, so thanks for watching. And then let me see. I know my quarter scale Boba Fett's on the way from XM. So for now, we'll do some old school Bowens. And, we'll get hopefully Boba Fett or make it over before the Chinese New Year. If not, that's going to be another month of waiting. Okay, so thanks for watching again, and see you for the next review. Bye.